Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are checking out Jurassic World Ultimate Damage Indominus Rex. And as we know, this hybrid dinosaur was the main antagonist in the 2015 Jurassic World movie. Here on the back, we have the usual product shots of the figure. This Indominus comes with a chomp and slash feature, along with its 3 levels of intensifying damage. Here we have an image of Tyosaurus. You can check out our review video of this figure on our channel. With the Indominus removed, we now get a better look at the cool artwork on the packaging, along with images of its features. Here we have the new Ultimate Damage Indominus unpacked. For a change, there is no assembly required. The figure features this ghostly white color scheme. We have this grey tone used across the top of the figure, down to its tail. The feet have these grey inserts, giving the figure these sharp looking grey claws. The figure's mouth is in its open position. This is due to its chomp and slash feature. The sculpting and texturing on the figure isn't anything we haven't seen before. But the whiter color scheme looks great, and for me, a huge improvement on the recent Hammer Collection Indominus. The figure has this small orange eye with some grey detailing under and around it. The sculpt detailing and texturing looks sharp and feels rough to the touch. The contrasting grey markings on the figure's head just looks great. The whole of the mouth is this pale pink tone. The tongue is nicely detailed, but the back of the mouth looks a little rough. Pushing the mouth closed, we can see the teeth interlock really well. The off-white teeth look great and feel nice and sharp. The neck has these large veins and wrinkling running down it. The back of the neck, we have these long soft plastic quills in this grey tone. Running down the figure's back, we have a row of spikes which are also a softer plastic. I really like the use of the grey across the figure's back as it highlights the osteoderms and scales. The muscular tail is detailed really well and it has an almost pearlescent look to it. We have this creasing detailing running along the side of its tail. The large muscular rear leg has a mixture of fine scale texturing and larger osteoderms. The feet look great, especially with these grey claws, which are these plastic inserts. The button here on the side has 3 scars on it and activates its battle damage feature. The arms are nice and muscular. She has 3 long fingers with sharp claws and a thumb. On the underside of her arms, she has these soft plastic quills. All round, there's a pretty decent looking Indominus Rex. The ghostly white color scheme looks great, especially with the contrasting grey markings. The only issue I have is the throat area inside the mouth and the fact that it's permanently open. Right, now let's check out her action features. With it being a little darker, you can see its light effects better. As you can see, with each press, you get different light effects. On the third press, you get light effects on his neck, body, and underside. And these light effects glow for quite a while. To activate his chomp and slash feature, you push his right arm down like this, the jaw closes, and you get roaring sounds, but no light effects. Here's the articulation. Starting with the tail, this section can rotate all the way around, and then this part of the tail can move like this, and also rotate all the way around. Its large rear leg can move backwards and forwards, and we also have articulation here in the feet. This arm activates the chomp and slash action, whereas this one is independent and has its own range of articulation. It can rotate at the shoulder, bend at the elbow, and it can sweep from side to side. The neck has limited range of articulation and only moves from side to side. Now here's a better look at the range of movement here in the arms. As you can see, they can pivot out to the side for quite a distance so it can grab at larger objects. So if you have a gyrosphere, you should be able to get his claws around it. And here on the figure's foot, we have his Jurassic play code. Now let's crack on and get him scanned in. Here she is scanned into the app. Here's the front of her, side, back, other side. Here are her facts. Here's how tall she is. That is meat, with him as 4 cars, and she was created on Isla Nublar. Here we have her alongside the recently released Hammer Collection Indominus and the Camouflage and Battle Indominus. Next to the Hammer Collection figure, you can see the very different colour scheme and how much smaller this Ultimate Damage figure is. at least with the Hammer Collection Indominus, you can pose it with its mouth open or closed, as the ultimate damage figure's mouth is in an open position and only closes when you activate its chomp action. Next up, we have the Camouflage and Battle Indominus. Both these figures are roughly the same size, and the ultimate damage figure has a slightly lighter colour scheme. Looking closer at both figures, they do come with very similar sculpt detailing and texturing in places. It's as if Mattel have slightly reworked the Camouflage and Battle figure into this new ultimate damage release. Both these figures come with various light and sound effects. The Camouflage and Battle Indominus has a chomp feature, whereas the ultimate damage figure has a separate chomp action. It's hard to see, but the Camouflage and Battle Indominus has green light effects, whereas the ultimate damage has red. And both figures come with slightly different sound effects. As you can see, they have very different style of chomp features. When you activate the Camouflage and Battle Indominus, it opens its mouth and roars, whereas on the ultimate damage, it closes its mouth and roars. And once again, they have slightly different sound effects. Now here we have the ultimate damage Indominus alongside the ultimate damage Tyosaurus. And both these figures are available at Smith's Toys here in the UK. And here you can see just how large the Tyosaurus is next to the Indominus. And the images of Tyosaurus didn't do it justice of how large it is. And both these figures come with a battle damage feature, which are activated by a button on their sides. And both figures come with 3 different levels of light and sound effects. And at least Mattel have given them different sound effects and not the same. On the first press, you get 1 light effect. On the second, you get 2. And on the third, you get 3. Both these figures come with a different chomp feature. Tyosaurus is activated by a button on its back, whereas the Indominus is activated by pushing its right arm down. And with these actions, we only get sound effects. This latest Mattel Indominus Rex with its ultimate damage features is a pretty cool figure with some decent sound and light effects. The whiter colour scheme really makes this figure stand out from the crowd, along with the nice use of the grey tone used across the figure. At £45 here in the UK, it is slightly cheaper than the Camouflage and Battle Indominus Rex from 2023. Both figures feature similar light and sound effects, along with a chomping feature. So if you missed out on that figure, this is the cheaper version with very similar action features. Thanks for checking this video out. Hope I'll see you again soon.